Oh. Okay, she's sulking. Okay, Tim, where's the bag that has to go downstairs? Okay, thank you. Okay, we're working on it. This is what? Where can you deal with it? I'm really not doing well. Lugging stuff, and my foot is really in an interesting way, okay? That's kind of where I'm at. Okay, so the apples and the other stuff have to go downstairs. She doesn't want to come up. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to argue with her. And maybe Neil will come and talk to me. Oh, God. Did you use this at all tonight? No, you didn't. Pull your frickin' hose out of the way. That mat in here. Too much junk will go through it. What are these things? These have to be picked up. Those are water bottles.
Those are coffee bottles.
What's in here? Those are apples. They don't have to be in two different ones. It doesn't really matter. I'm working on it. Okay? Thank you. And our plastic bags, you only get so many of them.
Yeah, I know.
All right? So, pick that stuff up and put it up there. Pick your hose up. Come on, I'm here doing this and it pisses me off. I asked you to please do this. Those are eggs for tomorrow. What's in that container?
That's the eggs.
Okay, put the green thing on top of all. No, Tim. Let's do it like I would think it would look neat, okay? The green thing on top of all the dishes. Put the eggs up there. Organize your eggs and other stuff. And I'm going to go sit down over here. Hello, Mew. Oh, God. And then I'll tell you what else I've been doing, all right? And it's... I may have pushed my foot today. I think I did. Oh, God. It's one thing. The hip's an ongoing thing for me, Tim, but the foot is a whole other bottom thing line. And it went into a seizure today, which is not good because I can't feel it. It just goes like this, and it's like a spasm, and I have no control on it. Meaning that at that point, I don't even know if I'm hitting a brake. You see where this is an issue? So this needs to be fixed. It's not just a question of driving or walking. It's a question of, can I drive?
Yeah.
Now, it's bad enough the hip. I've kind of worked with it, but I had this leg to work with. Now I don't got either one of them. Okay.
This goddamn thing
bring your stuff over here. And what are we watching tonight? What? Yeah, okay, so it's about 100K.
Yeah.
Well, bring your book over and I'll tell you what I did. I think it's too hot upstairs to get my girl up there. By tomorrow, it might have cooled. It is 31 here in the valley. That's why it's still 30-some up there.
Yeah.
And that's, it's pretty overwhelming, yeah. She doesn't want to come up. She's in a fucking mood. She's got her back to me and just like, I'm not talking to you. Probably because she's stuck in a box. Oh well, I don't know what to do with it. So I'll talk to Nia. Bring your book over. And bring your oxygen thing. I know, Mew. I'm going to take your picture. You're here somewhere. Okay, you're tangled up on stuff. Go and fix it. You do notice that's a better hose, though. You don't wrap it around things 50 times this way.
Or just twice.
But you notice when it is, don't you? Okay. How did you like that today?
Well, it's not bad.
Well, I'm sorry you were cold and had to sit in the sun, and I don't think you should have asked anybody for a cigarette. But tell you the truth, I actually enjoyed today in a way that I have not enjoyed with you before. It was real good to do a walk, although I hurt like fucking hell. And I wish I hadn't gone and got fish and chips. I wish I had walked up to the little Sunflower Cafe. So you see, like, this could be done. This is wow. Okay, so those are heavier duty restaurants there. But for me to walk from that area, and I could do it through the spit, you know, where I said, oh, I went out through there?
Yeah.
That would kick me almost at the Sunflower Cafe. You see how I'm, okay? Wow, I could get 2 coffee, and if I've got the right objects to carry it in, wow, that's pretty cool. And I would be gone for approximately 25 minutes to a half an hour. Or I could walk forward to, I don't think I'd get ice cream back in time, but you know, it's a walk, and actually going the walk, the beach walk, is, I say twice, it might be 2.5 times the length getting there, because of how it curls, and then it spins out, and because then you've got properties, and it's like I'm going, oh my God, and I've got my heavy glasses on, going, I can't see the end of where the place is. And I actually thought of cutting through. There's 1 or 2 cutways, you know, like at Harrison, you can cut back in.
Yeah.
And I thought, I ought to just fucking do that, because it's only 4 blocks to this. It's only 4 blocks to this.
Yeah.
Now, if I was going to do that and coming back, parking would be another issue, because typically if we were there early enough, I could always park elsewhere than where we were. And I couldn't believe they were 5 minutes on the order. 5 minutes, Tim, if they were that. I said to her, do I have time to the bathroom? Usually, it'll be close. I got in the bathroom, I'm going to sit on the toilet, and she's going, 27! That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, so ultimately, they could be called. I said to her, I should take your phone number. I don't carry that phone. Could have called you. Well, yeah, but they are doing that all the way up and down. So people then call in and say, we're coming by. And I bet you they get a lot of they're the Crescent Beach food.
Yeah.
I thought I would have had time to walk over to the little gallery. No such go. Coming past, I took 3 pictures of it. And I am so glad I didn't walk back, or I would have been another half hour. I came back through. So if we were driving when I hit McBride, you know, like we drove down there and we're going to go out, and I came back in McBride, there's, you know, 1, 2, 3, little jog, 1, 2, 3. And they are short blocks. They're not even the length of frickin' 2nd Avenue. Those are not this, they're maybe 3/4. One of them's a half. So it's like walking from here to Southgate. Which isn't. It takes, you know, 10 minutes, 15, depends how my foot is. So I was really tickled with that. I'd like to explore those walkways more. I felt quite comfortable. I felt actually quite isolated. And then there were a lot of people coming through with bicycles. Kind of like, it's like better trail.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hi! And, you know, where's this and where's that? And that's not bad, because it would at least give me exercise. And as the weather gets cooler, it would be beautiful. Those are my walking shoes. I look like a twit in them, but, you know, that's beside the point.
So it works.
Well, they hold the foot together, and I bought them in order to hold up, because they've got a bit of waterproof. They held up with the rain, but they hold my foot together, so So I actually enjoyed that today, and Lucky was thrilled to pieces.
Yes.
She really didn't expect us, did she? No, she does. She's got a fair amount of free range through those areas. Because, see, that's all gated. So she probably wanders like a dog. I'm like, oh! I keep wondering if they're looking out the window going, oh, there's those people again.
I don't know.
Well,
I love the way she started to tear up and then went, oh, don't look too anxious.
she actually almost had a try. She almost had a try. I couldn't believe it.
Wonder how deep that wound is.
That's an old wound, and I don't think that's what's bothering her leg. It's on the wrong side. She's got a scar on one side, and it's the other leg that's the bad leg. Her limp comes on what looks like the good flank. Okay. So the other thing I did was I put a post on the group page, and I put your picture handing you a flower, and I put a picture of Crescent Beach, and I said, Miss Shintami, it was good to see you today, and look at Mala videos. We went down there, and the marine air was good. It wasn't smoky, and my pictures don't look smoky.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
So I hope it was okay posting some pictures to Tammy.
What?
Well, you know what?
Okay,
Other
what are you
people
doing
will
tomorrow?
see it. But you know what? I really like her. I so like her. I wish to God I was closer. We would go out for coffee. But we're not. It's 3,000 miles away. I even used some Ojibwe in it. Ensa mina gishgat. Minwa mina pagwase. It was a very good day. The determiner doesn't work in Ojibwe, but you translate it. A very good day and tastes good. And there's a picture of the fish and chips. So, and anyway, okay, there. I don't know about that carpet. I was more actually thrilled with that damn bucket. The fact it's black is marvelous. I can use it on my... That small one is a bitch. I spill it all over my boots, my feet. What?
The square one we use for a pot.
Yeah, I spill that all over everything. Well, this thing I can fill up to the half or three-quarter and it won't slop. And in the winter, if I need a bucket on the patio, it's not some painted or white and like it doesn't piss me off the same way. So I was quite thrilled with that. And I don't know what to do with that mat. I can't think of anywhere specifically in the house that I want it. I would like to clean it up. If it was going to the dog, I wouldn't even need to deal with that. Well, I would, just in case. The odds of bed bugs in it are really bad. It's rattan and bamboo. And whether you knew it or not, one of the reasons that the matting in pit houses was cedar and bulrushes, do you know why?
It's natural insecticide.
Not only that, when it's pounded, because it isn't just cedar, it's pounded, it becomes fibrous almost. It's beautiful stuff. It's like this. Things like bed bugs and fleas and ticks don't like it. It's hard on their shell with their soft underbody. Okay? And he babbled about that in the pit house, and people are going, really? And I'm just going, yeah! That's why in Asia they do what they do with, you know, the bamboo mats?
Yep.
Okay, so the bamboo, and they're pounded. That's what this one is. It looks like it's in good shape. It has sat out there. I think it's been there for a week. It was damp. Like underneath, those other things were damp. I don't know if you can blow them up, if they'll blow up. If they blew up, we'll put one in the fucking van, and it's a seat. But I've got to find the pump, because I can't imagine blowing it up. And the other thing is, it's the equivalent of a blanket. It's actually better because it's a moisture barrier.
You know, we put the blanket on the ground, you know how it gets all wet, and this thing would shake out. Oh, look, I got something dry. So one of those would be really cool there. And I had some of those here somewhere. I don't know where they ever went. They're probably packed in a truck because I don't know where they are. So it doesn't really matter if they work or they don't. They're basically like a blanket, and they would fold smaller than the sleeping bag to sit on. And the other thing needs to be done, and it should be being done on the, I could do it on the gravel. If it isn't raining tomorrow, it needs to be sprayed. It needs to be laid out in the sun, hit with diazinon, leave it sit there for an hour, flip it over, hit it with diazinon, roll it, and stick it someplace. And it's fine. It's cured. And then I don't know what to do with it. It was folded in 4. It's a dog bed. Sadie would just be beside herself. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I was thrilled with the bucket. Good thing I didn't puncture my foot. I haven't had it. The guy I was talking to outside. I don't remember how old he was. I'm 15 years out. Well, he hasn't been down the street this long. He's only been down there for about 5 or 6 years. I'm 15 years out. I said, well, when did you come to Chilliwack? 2001. Oh, then you know what I'm talking about. Because he saw the homeless dudes. I said, did you call? No, he didn't. I told him that people here on disability did. He said, I don't know, I saw them. Oh, boy. So he helped me yank down the green tarp, which is just asking for more issues.
Yes.
And I said, oh, goody, it's got 4 holes. Well, maybe the dog can use it, or I'll throw it out. Get it out of here. Because it is. It's just asking for somebody to come use it. I said, I'll get the shopping cart that away at least. I don't think I need the shopping cart. I've got one of them here with plants in it. Maybe I do. I just don't know what to do with it. And I told him about this. I said, no, some of the calls that went in, it's Kamloops, Kelowna that take the calls. It's a call center. And they said, can't you go out the front door? What's the problem, man? Can you get close enough and see if they have weapons? And he just looked at me. He said, what? I said, oh no. Told him about the guys across the road. See, the drug house was like that. He remembers it, so he must have been in the area. That was 2010, 12. Yeah, he has been down the street that long. Because he's in the apartment. And I said, you know, we had the drug house, kitty corner. Yes! I said, you know what? They would go out there. The watches, one would take us both to Mexico for 6 months. Yes, those guys! I said they would go out there. There was West Side Story. And they would ask me to go out, get close enough and take pictures. And I raised... I don't know if I want to complain this time. The one that you talked to is not as bad as the idiot I talked to. And I was just overwhelmed. I don't think that I should have to fake an actress thing that I feel nervous. Should I? If I call the RCMP and I'm concerned, that should be good enough, should it not? Well, that's why I don't know if I should be making a call or not. And I probably should. Because the second one in, the one you called, she seemed okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm coaching you, we're driving, and
she was getting confused because I was getting confused.
well, okay, but she was okay. But this other dude to say, "Can't you go out your front door?" What? Like, what is that? Do they have weapons? I don't know. He had a stick, a large stick. I felt really uncomfortable, and I really don't know what to do, and I'm not too sure about being out there with a guy on oxygen. Well, go out your front door, ma'am. That is irresponsible.
Yeah.
That really is irresponsible, isn't it?
No, actually, if he doesn't know the situation.
That's still irresponsible. Go out my front door to get to my vehicle in the alley?
Yeah. So
Do you see how that he's not even upstairs?
He wouldn't know that.
He already knew it was in the alley. That's where I told him it was.
Oh.
I'm going out trying to get in the vehicle, and this is what's going on, and blah, 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 blah. It's in the alley. Well, can't you go out the front door? Well, how am I going to get to the vehicle? Well, you can only use your back door. Well, that's where the vehicle is. Like,
Yeah.
like I figure I'm talking to a fucking moron. And a few weeks ago, when I had them up against this fence, and Kevin tried to chase him off. Kevin said to me, Kevin came in, he said, there's a guy out there, don't mess with him. What? I said, Kevin's a wealth of information. He says, oh no. He says he can get really crazy. And when I went out, I wanted to move the vehicle. This guy was wonky. And I came in, called the RCMP, and I said, you know, I really want to work on my vehicle. And I don't feel comfortable opening my gates. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I said, can you come and check? I said, the guy on disability here already told, and he walks to save on. I said, this guy's a problem. The constable that called me back said, you know, the guy can be a problem. Usually he's okay, but thank you for calling us, ma'am. We did get him elsewhere. And he was sideways. So who knows what I'm dealing with out here?
Yeah.
And by the way, you had a shovel swung at your head one too many times.
Right.
Do you remember that?
No.
Well, you should. Because it was the same time they tried to dig open the fence and wanted to start a fire, and we all stood them off, and Dawn showed up like the Terminator. No thanks to the RCMP or the fire department, nobody ever got here. And we were 2.5 hours with that. And it was this dry or worse, and the guy standing there with a thing of gasoline and lighters. Oh, that's cool. Under the cedars, with this, with that. Like, fuck, man. So this thing today, it really does bother me. And the dude walking in the alley said, wanted you to do what? I said, well, you know, this would be fine if my vehicle was out front. Hey, what? And he does remember the one over there, because he said, I take it he used to call on it. It was bad. We used to have West Side Story out there. You worked at nights, Tim. It was West Side Story. Literally, you know, 5 and 10 guys on one side and 5 and 10 on the other. There was a fucking rumble out front. And that's when the RCMP came in, and I let them go through the back gate, and they would observe from the front. And I knew everybody on the fucking special force by name. Probably not there anymore.
She wants some, I think.
And
I don't know.
Okay, so here we are. Now what are we
Maybe.
gonna do?
Do you want to try that new?
Now what are we doing?
You really haven't
Okay.
drank liquid today either, Tim.
The state of emergency
And if
has
you
been
don't,
declared.
that's why your feet are like they are.
You know me, I can get better shots with this. Yeah, I hope I got one picture out of it.
Did
I get one picture? I don't know. I don't care. She's not up here. She's not hissing at me. Look at this. She's not hissing at me. And it's funny because Mew's out. I'm surprised that they were that flipped by it.
Its webbed feet.
I'm actually
The platypus
surprised.
is not suited for travel over land.
It's that old platypus.
Further upstream,
Tim,
standing
these
in the
animals
animal
are
sanctuary,
older than
are
horses.
scouring the remaining puddles.
They are
Rare
originals.
Manning River
And
turtles
they were
were
still
found
in
hunkered
Australia.
down in the mud, trying to keep cool as the river dries. For many, it's too late.
I've just walked the entire riverbed and found countless turtles that are dead and 2 dead platypus. So I think it hurts just a little bit more because we've just missed them. It's really, really exciting to be able to let them die.
Wildlife
You
carer
didn't do
Haley
anything too
Short
bad today, okay? There, how else can I say it? You didn't do anything real bad. Icky. You shouldn't have borrowed that cigarette, and you shouldn't have smoked one there. It's a good way smoking out on the spit, way out,
It was amazing.
long and far away from cops.
He's actually just
But
checking
where
out
you
where
were
he
was
might
just
make his
asking
new
for
home.
trouble.
There's lots of food around. Hopefully he'll find
So,
a female
whether or
and
not
start to
I had
repopulate
4 puffs
this
of a
area.
cigarette
So,
on a
fingers
side
crossed,
street
we
is
have
not
little
relevant,
buddies
but that's a
swimming
side
around
street,
soon.
is what?
Blue Mountain Pottery,
You
everyone
don't
showing
dare
up
smoke
there.
on.
So this is a
It's
really
run
good
by,
time.
it was built by a guy
They're
named
not
Paulie
expensive
Austin.
behaviour, and I would expect
Very good
her
friend
to
of my
only be
dad's.
doing that if either
We
she's
had
still
all
having
the
it
Blue
or
Mountain
was
pottery
chick
that they
in
ever
the nest
turned
now.
out. Whatever happened to it after
The snakes
everybody
are high.
died,
Last year we had predation
I've got
rate of
4
about
boxes
9%,
here.
so most
that's
nests didn't
intimidating.
survive. And so it's always
Yeah, but I got 4
a bit
boxes and I
nerve-wracking
never
when
got
you go
rid
back
of
to
it.
the
I
nest to
thought,
see
you
if
know,
there's a
someday
chick or
this
not.
might be
Because
worth
they may have
something.
been, or you may have missed it.
That
and
there
not
are
been
4
there in
boxes
time.
in the house someplace.
Hopefully, this one
I
is
had
there.
1 piece that was given to me by an
Yes, there is a
aunt.
chick.
I don't know why, and it was because it was from her, so it sat on my coffee table. What do you think I got for the next 15 years from everybody? And I don't know if I really thought it was great. It was,
Further researchers who were also
that's what I
seeking
thought.
a more real person
I tinky
and a
bomb.
less mythological creature.
Considering what happened with the fires.
Yeah, there's Tinky Bomb. Just Tinky. I don't know where Mew went. Where's Mew?
Never heard of John Ware.
You don't know.
We never
And my
went to
girl
the
is
museum.
ignoring me.
Nobody
She
brought
is
his name
mad.
up at all. We talked about
Or she's
pioneers,
something.
homesteading,
She
and various
actually
things like that.
In
is
school,
holed up
Yeah.
their back to me and she'll just kind of go.
So for me, encountering John Ware was a kind of revision.
And it's
the,
kind of
the historical education.
I've never fought with
to
her
that point.
on it. I'd fight with you. I'd smack you up the head. You know that, don't you? Smack me too. What is your problem? Boop, boop, boop. I never fought with her. She wants to just fuck you. Okay, I'll ignore you.
You would encounter racism.
And she will occasionally do it upstairs. And then she holds up with my blanket underneath. I told you under my chair. She'll just look at me and go, oh, fuck yeah. I don't care. You think you're important. I don't care. You're not.
When I would have these racist encounters.
Yeah.
What?
Going on with exactly.
Totally.
Yeah, you know that sort of cat, I'm in a mood thing?
Is it just me?
Yeah,
Like,
she
I guess
does it.
that was the one
That's what
racist
she's doing
incident
downstairs.
that happened in
She's
Canada.
just kind of there, back to the whatever. I tried to get her out and she just looked around and her feet are in and I went, I don't have it in me to do this. I don't care.
Right? Maybe if they don't
See, you know what? You guys,
actual racism, I guess.
he wouldn't do
Yeah, you
that.
go through all of that sort of thing.
He
'cause
would
you're just as Canadian
rescind.
as them, right? And, you
And so
believe
would
the
Mew.
national narratives as
What do you
well.
think you're doing?
So
We're
when
going.
you told me about John Ware,
Probably
me
because
going
I'm really
to,
mommy.
to
Yeah.
revise
And
that
her and me
history
have this strange relationship.
for me was part of that process of looking at
And look, he's still eating something. I don't know what he's eating.
what I would
Oh, there's my Nia man. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
huge role.
Yes, we fixed my girl's. No, we fixed Sadie's bullshit.
Oh yeah. So this article started
she's
with
pissed me off.
first reading John Ware
She's
Cow
done one
Country
too many
by
numbers there. I am
Arthur
actually thrilled.
And,
It's a really nice
being
little
excited to
Tony
do
built
history
it.
on
That's
John
good.
Ware.
We have a Tony fence. I've got 2 of them. Even hit the other one, and it's
Depiction
looked
of
after.
John Ware. So
And
essentially the essay
it sits there
goes to
better
this
than a
text,
pallet.
goes to,
So I'm gonna feed
John
that
Ware's
to
Cow Country.
Sadie.
And
So there it
And
is,
I'm bringing
and she
everybody
can't go dig the living snot out of it. Or you and me.
ambivalent idea
And
of
I lost the keys, but only because I didn't put them on the rock. And you were cold today? You fucking twit. When I walked down to do the fish and chip stuff, I ran into one too many people. That either the guy was cold or the woman was cold. They were sitting there shivering, huddling in a blanket. And it's like, are you okay? I'm cold. And the other of the twosome would go, you do know it's not cold. I'm going, oh, it's gorgeous. and that was an ongoing. And I think Okay, so if I was going to make a scientific comment on that, we have been at close to 50 degrees. We have almost acclimatized to going, and now it's 25. We suddenly think it's cold. It's actually not cold. I felt cool a few times going, wow, this is a blessing. Although when we sat eating, there was a moment or two that I said, oh, I almost feel cool. This is bizarre. This is great. You were cold. I kept thinking, this is incredible. Okay. So that has to do with the way the brain interprets stuff. And I hope you're learning from me here. I don't know what you're learning. The brain really does interpret things, whatever. I don't know. Doesn't mean it's cold. It means what we have learned to understand as the last week or two, which isn't really actually acclimatizing. But, you know, we've learned to say, oh my God, it's 40 degrees. Now suddenly it's a little cooler. I'm cold! No, you're not.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Yeah, think about it. God, it actually felt really good walking that loop-de-loop. Oh, fuck, man. It was just the breeze. Oh, wow. Okay, go put that over there. You're going to put that in the sink. I'm going to take that and feed to Sadie. Got to go to bed. You've got to do Teams. I've got to go to bed. Here, thank you. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Come and get your water and drink. Oh, God fucking damn. Some of it, please. Here. Oh, yeah, God, well, you know what? We've got a lot of things to do. Oh, God fucking damn. Oh, look, it's a Nia. Hi, Nia. Oh, but you got up. Oh, now I have to take a picture of you. And Mew. Okay, there, I took a picture of her. Going this way, thank you for putting your things over there. What are you eating tonight? Hello? What are you doing now?
Nothing for food.
Please drink 3 inches of water. I'm taking this in for Sadie. Oh, God fucking damn. I am so fucking overwhelmed. Okay, so this is here. I'm not looking forward to surgery tomorrow. Well, you don't even know what's going on. But what is this? Are you eating this?
No.
Go and throw it in the garbage, and don't make me do it. Put the fucking whatever in there, and please fill the water thing, okay? Hello? Put that in the garbage. Put that in the garbage. Okay, the bagel is sitting on top of Sadie's stuff.
Trash your pants. I don't know what he's doing.
You got nothing to worry about.
He's
You're not here in the middle of nowhere.
jump underneath them. That's because they're there, right?
Here are
Yeah.
the Koreans, the Russians, the Chinese.
Yeah,
He doesn't know.
like I said, we just got to be prepared for something.
Would it upset you if the kids grew up and they turned their back on this lifestyle?
Hey, Twinkie Bomb.
the big lights.
Yeah,
Now, where's
so
it come back to?
I'm wrapping these tighter and tighter to the where I'm actually
Well, if
fucking my
anything did
other
happen,
toes up.
someone seemed to have had it wrong, right?
This is not just tape
We'll
them.
see.
I'm getting so this side of the foot is going wonky. And at the rate I'm going, I won't be walking in about 3 months. And I'm not walking well now. It hurts like the
Fear
living
for the
fucking
future
Jesus.
and what other people
But,
are capable
oh, just go tape it
It's
is
taken hold
not
of the
really a
preppers
good
I've met on my American trip,
idea.
and they're all combating this fear in very different ways.
Yeah, God.
Maybe I shouldn't be so complacent.
Oh, Nia, there you are. You look so laid
I've
back.
seen firsthand how terrifying the
staring
modern
at
world
whatever.
can be. War, climate change, natural